Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Some readings now?
Hmm?
Are you going to do some readings now?
We were going to give a little lecture, but if you want to change the thing around,
Are you okay with that, Sheri?
we could do a couple questions. It's up to you, Sheri.
If you wanted to, I know that you got a half hour.
Okay, so maybe we'll talk a little bit about what we're doing. We'll take some questions at the end, okay?
Okay.
I'll come back. I have a question.
Okay, no
No,
problem.
we know you do, Donna.
Later, alligator.
Bye.
Bye, Donna.
Okay, so for those who do not know us, we are the PsyChicks. Yeah, we've got, we do pretty much everything there is to do. We are mediums. We've died. We've come back.
We're psychic mediums and channelers.
And we are twin flames, and we do all our readings together. So when you do readings with us, you get both of us reading you at the same exact time. So basically 2 for 1. Little different. Never really seen anything like that, but we work very well together, and we love helping people. So one of the things that we were going to talk about today is distractions. We're loaded in distractions.
What?
There's so many distractions now. It's hard to, work on ourselves, and being there's so many empaths in this type of area, it's hard not to focus on everybody else and all their problems. And I know most of the people that are here today are empaths, and everybody and anybody has questions for them. They're pulling at them. They're like, help me, help me, help me. And we tend to let ourselves go and not take care of ourselves. And that is one of the things that, is really, really important, that you not let yourself get so distracted that you can't help yourself. One of the things, there's so many different types of distractions. We want to try to mix it up a little bit, whether it be unexpected routines, breaks, and just try to work more on yourselves, whether you meditate, whether you do earthing, get out there and try to bring yourself centered again.
Yeah, and it also goes into attitude, the attitude that you have, which is all basically translated back into energy. It's what you project out there. So I came up with kind of like you have to adjust your attitude adjuster pretty much. So it's either the method of the hammer, fork, or chisel. So basically for situations that are kind of hard, you just want to hammer it out of your way, because as an empath, you have to clear your way. You can't let any bad people come in, and so on and so forth. So you develop the hammer method, which is basically just crushing them and discarding them. And then the other is the fork, where you stab at it and you try to wiggle it to make sense, basically refine what you're actually dealing with. And the other method is the chisel method, where you actually carve out what kind of success you really feel you deserve. But one thing is feeling and one thing is knowing. It's basically the 2 words, I am successful. I am going on this trip. I am going to be moving into this house. I am going to be better by the end of this month. Physically, emotionally, spiritually. It's also a matter of how connected you really feel with the universe. It's all about connection, or plugging into the universe, as I say. And it's knowing when it's right. When it's the right decision spiritually, it's a consistent flow like that of a peaceful river. It also feels right. And not just it stops there. It's all about knowing that you made the right decision, which may be going against what other people want to really have you do. So basically, it's sometimes detaching yourself, breaking those relationships that are becoming very harmful. It isn't just about wishing them away. It's about manifesting, defining, vocalizing, the intent, and then manifestation. Sometimes it's a manifestation that takes 30 seconds, and sometimes it takes about a year. Depends on where your energies are for. Anything you want to add to that?
No, again, I think she's correct as far as trying to manifest things, and everybody, especially the empaths, need to really connect with themselves and work on themselves first before they can help others. Because I feel that so many of us, we deplete ourselves because we're spread so thin that we need to get back to home. And we need to work on ourselves, take care of ourselves, you know, physically, spiritually, and mentally, so that we can help others.
You know, and sometimes it's very much the example I like to use when it's a real bad rainstorm and you're driving, and just 1 second that you hit that brake, all of a sudden you're either skidding or not completely braking, or you're hydroplaning pretty much. And you go, they always advise to go in the direction of where your car is going. But in most instances, you freak out and you don't know where you're going to turn that steering wheel. It's basically similar or parallel to that when you're trying to create the world that you envision yourself in, because you don't know if you actually cut the ties with that one person that you love so much, and all of a sudden you're away from that person and you feel a lot lighter, but then guilt sets in, and so on and so forth. So it's where you direct your energy.
People that help each other constantly and are constantly giving and giving to other people, some of the people that we give to don't really appreciate it as much as we had hoped. And sometimes they tend to be more of psychic leeches, or, you know, they want more, and they're constantly pulling until you can't give any more. We talk to a lot of people who have that issue now because there's such polarities with what's going on. So, you know, as we're trying to pull people up, they're also pulling us down. And at some point we have to take care of ourselves and help ourselves ascend, so that way we can now also pull everybody up with us and make ourselves stronger.
Yeah, like anything else in the previous lectures, the sky is the limit. If you start to limit yourself, then the actual options or choices become smaller and smaller, and they become such a raw or crude portion that you won't be able to really do much. So it's a matter of where you focus your energy. It's all about the energy. If you really want that new job, it isn't just enough to imagine yourself in it. It's actually living, breathing, seeing yourself in it, dressing up in it, interacting with other people of that job. It's a thing where you focus all your energy into it.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to mention? Want to play cards?
Yeah. Okay, so through the cards, in regards to distractions, for those of us that are in this room particularly, it isn't just about breaking obstacles. It's actually going through the motions so that you won't repeat the same cycle of energy, the same cycle of movement, the same cycle where you're attracting the same person but comes in a different face, a different body, different situation, where you're pulling yourself up by the bootstraps and you're creating a whole new scenario. Not just a scenario where you're just living in as a new person, but you're actually being able to manifest what you really deserve. Instead of saying, I am deserving of this, you're actually living what you deserve.
Yeah, so if you want, a few people said they had a couple questions for us. If they want to ask us questions about distractions, or I know manifestations, anything like that, just come and join us and ask us a question.
Don't be shy. It's free.
Okay, you guys, anybody in the room would like to ask some questions? They got their cards out.
Yep.
Open book.
Got the card.
Deborah, please go to your room.
Deborah, somebody wants a session with Deborah, I believe.
Hi,
Really?
Deborah.
I don't think so, but I'll go there.
That's what I think I heard. Deborah, go to your room. Unless God was speaking. I know Judith had a question before
Yes.
she had a card pulled, so let's let Judith have a card pull.
Did she say what the question was?
Where's Judith? Did she have a specific question? Is she there? Hello.
No.
You
Yeah.
Give her, gotta give them a moment to unmute themselves sometimes.
Okay.
Thomas is ready. He said pull a card for him. He's available. And Beatrice has a question about removing her distraction.
That's funny. Okay, so who was first, Thomas or
Or
Judith? Judith, right?
Judith, we don't know where she is, so Thomas is available.
We'll go with Thomas.
Yeah.
All right, Thomas, get ready for that change that you've been fighting for so long. So you're very open guy, lots of love. You're trying to get your heart chakra cranked up again, but it seems that what's happened in the past is not allowing you to fulfill what your true mission is. In order to move forward, you have to let go of the baggage. It's kind of like you're trying to reset the chain on a bike, and you can't do it because it's just been sitting there, the rust. So you kind of have to put in some elbow grease, WD-40, and then just try to scrape it away, and it'll start working again. It's kind of like your intuition. It's the same scenarios, same parallel also.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Sure.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Thomas.
Okay, Beatrice. Where's Beatrice? Is Beatrice out there?
Yeah, she is. She has to unmute her.
Give her a
Hi,
second.
yep, I'm here.
Hi, Beatrice.
Hello.
I don't
You got
know
a
how to-
question?
Yeah. How do I remove my distractions, the things that are stopping me from going forward?
Okay. Well, what I'm seeing here and what I'm getting, and you actually received a very powerful gift, is you have the power to remove all distractions. However, you are choosing subconsciously not to. You have to go in your dream state, or before you go to bed, you have to have that conversation. Angels are very, very powerful. They're one of your biggest allies since you were born. These are angels that you've been coming in with from your previous past lives. I'm getting one of them is Gabriel. The other one definitely is Michael. Both of them archangels. You can ask for their help. Gabriel is the archangel, the messenger, the voice of God.
Okay.
And Michael is the general of his armies, but he's also the compassionate one out of all the archangels, of the 4 known ones, that is. So it's a question of you vocalizing it versus wishing for it. That's where the energy, you're always hearing me talking about energy. Energy this, energy that, energy everywhere, here, there, everywhere. So it's all about focusing what you want. The energy of the throat chakra is almost or it's equal to the energy of the heart chakra. That's where you find your power. I see that you were actually, I don't know if pressed or put into a box or something. You weren't allowed to voice who you are or enact who you really are, personality, mind, thought, your intention. So now it's a new world for you. It's very foreign for you.
And they're telling me that you have a little bit of what I refer to as the squirrel syndrome. And basically it's like, things will kind of pick at you a little bit. You're like, what? A little of an ADD kind of thing. You have so many things going on in your mind at the same time. You get distracted very easily. And it like, I'm over here. And the lesson they say you need to learn with that is you need to learn to focus and just one thing at a time. And you'll get so much more done that way. Lists, they say make lists. That'll help you.
But you're not good with keeping to the list. So make a list with 3 items, because you are much more realistic, much more logical than what you are actually voicing yourself to be. So just make sure you start small.
Right. And try to do those 3 items. Just those 3 items every day.
3 items.
And you'd be amazed at how much you'll get done.
And then you pat yourself on the back, you give yourself a hug, and you celebrate.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, true. All right. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else? Anybody else out there got a question?
We have Alyssa and Judith, if you didn't do Judith.
Alyssa, are you there?
Yes.
Hi, Alyssa.
Hello. You have a question?
No, just kind of whatever comes
Okay.
to you.
We can do whatever. All right, we're gonna pull a card for you.
So we brought up the whatever card.
We have we have the whatever card.
Well, I see that not much you can do about this year. Just try to finish out the year as stable as possible. Try to focus more into the spiritual side of you. You're having a little bit trouble. I see a little bit of you struggling to connect with your inner self versus your outer self. You carry a lot of confidence on your shoulders, but you don't really feel it inside your soul. This will come more with clarity as the year finishes out. And then you have to make a new contract, not just a commitment, a new contract with yourself starting January 1st at 12:01 a.m. that you're going to make sure that you're going to enable yourself to be more happy, to be more loving, to be more free-flowing, but all having to do with you. So instead of just dedicating to others all your energies, you need to refrain from doing that and give yourself that.
Yeah, you found yourself kind of treading water this year, you know, and it's just like staying alive, staying alive, staying alive, staying above, staying above. And a lot of it had nothing to really do with you. It was a lot of outside influences that were distracting you and pulling at you. And you're like, you know, is this ever going to end? And like she said, I feel that the new year is going to bring in good things for you. It's going to be a lot of changes for you and kind of a new start for you. It just basically, you know, do whatever you can to get through this year and try not to let it affect you so much if you can, you know, just try to keep positive thoughts.
Yeah.
And try not to let things pull you down so much.
Yeah, it's for you, our advice would be just for this year, follow your bliss, keep in sync with keeping it as even keeled as possible. And then next year, it's more maintaining your path.
Because as much as you'd like to, you can't fix everything and everybody.
Nope.
And you just do what you can.
You're going to run out of parts.
Yeah.
Hope she didn't faint.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Can I get a whatever card too?
Sure.
Is anybody else waiting? I don't want to take up from the guests.
There was one other person. Who was the other person?
Judith, but she said she didn't have a question.
Judith didn't have a question? Okay.
Okay. So for you, Alexandra, let's see. So there's definitely going to be a break in the situation that you find yourself in. It's not going to be something you want, but it is something that the universe is actually pushing you to call into order. Order, organization, anything that has to do with a more, not a strict straight line, but something that it doesn't affect you as much. Something that you can roll with the punches, but not lose control, not focus your shift, not focus your energy. I see that you strive to keep everything together in one unit. Wherever you go, you just want to keep it all in one area. And all of a sudden you're finding that you're stretching yourself thin. It's kind of like those funny videos where you're on the ice and you're trying to stand up on your 2 feet and all you do is your legs are spreading and you're going down. But in your case, it's all a matter of what's best for you. The universe will always know what's best for us because it connects with the subconscious. When you have that struggle, it's because the subconscious and the universe are constantly clashing. The subconscious is the part of you that has unresolved issues, things that you've pushed into the background and that don't quite make sense. I see your intuition. It's giving you a little bit of a hassle / struggle because it's pulling you in the opposite direction of what you physically and logically you want to do. And now it's basically like, okay, it's time to get out. It's kind of like what they're showing me with you. It's like a fishing thing where you hooked onto your shirt and now you're trying to fish, throw the pole back, throw the line, the real line back into the puddle or the pond pretty much. And you're not able to. That's where the resistance is coming from. So that just all goes to show that that the universe truly wants you to be happy, it wants you to be whole, and it wants you to be comfortable with the decisions you're going to make. This year is going to be ending a little bit sad, but you're going to feel more, not so tired. You're going to feel less stressed, and you're going to feel a lot more content, not just happy, but on the inside. And it's about time, because the card that I have here, it's pointing out a lot of suffering that you've endured up until now.
Yeah, and intuitive, you feel like something's coming. You can't quite put your finger on it. And there is something coming. And it's not going to be what you perceive to be the most pleasant thing in the world. And it's gonna kind of sideswipe you a little bit. But you will manage to keep it together and make it through this. And you'll come out better for it.
And alive.
Yeah. But you are going to have some changes coming.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I look forward to it. I welcome change.
So do we. So we look forward. I guess next Saturday, let us know how it goes, or it starts.
And then there was Judith. We're going to pull a card
No,
for Judith? No,
no.
no Judith.
Kevin.
Kevin?
Kevin.
Does Kevin want a reading? Did he get one?
Yeah, he
he
actually
got
did a
one.
reading with us.
Yeah, it was
Pull another card
amazing.
for you?
How about
What?
Deborah?
Do you want us to pull another card for you?
Yeah, sure, that would be great.
Okay. Did you have a question in mind?
I kind of did. I feel like you got a lot of information from this session, and I was kind of wondering like what I can do actively day to day now with all this information to live out this destiny, I guess is my question.
Well, it's actually a very simple answer, even though you're having a hard time attaining it. Sleep.
Okay.
So your mind is not racing. That's where meditation. But the thing is, you've always had a hard time meditating. So you have to pick a point. You have to pick a place. Either light a candle, a smelly candle. I like smelly candles. Incense, if you're not allergic to the smoke. There's also, if you like to look at paintings or pictures that bring you peace, like I love the ones where they have the boat along the shore. And then there's a beautiful sunset. I love the ones with sunsets. Bridges are awesome too. Anything that brings you to a relaxing place. It's all about relaxation. That was the whole point of view from before, where you told you had made that move. So now requires another move for you, but it's all regarding how you're going to be focusing from day to day. That's the whole key point. So once you start to find your equilibrium, that's what I'm getting. Once you start to get a little more normalized sleep, you're going to be able to help get in the mindset of actually following through, because that's a big challenge for you too. So as you can tell, it's one little step after another. It's not big steps. So as long as you can keep it consistent, it sounds really dumb, but I still do. I'm 45 and I still do, a to-do list on my phone. So I start with one or two things, and by the time I'm done, I'm building a house in the background. So, but that would be the best advice that our card gives you. The step to try to strive to get rest, which requires sleep, and also getting your mind relaxed enough so you can allow slumber.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. It's definitely something I could work on.
Good.
Definitely.
Good.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Our pleasure.
Yeah. Is there anybody else out there? Sheri, you want us to pull a card for you?
Yes, I do.
We knew that. We're psychic.
Deborah would also love a card pull too.
Yeah, no problem. All right, Sheri. So at the end of this month, expect more of an increment in money coming your way. It isn't just with the virtual fair. So a lot of things are going to start manifesting for you. It's not going to be thousands of dollars per se, but it's going to be a nice little bump.
A reprieve.
You're going to be able to breathe better. Less anxiety. Sleep is it's constantly elusive, but
Mhm.
you'll get back to that central point that you're seeking,
Mhm.
pretty much.
Yeah, you'll be able to find your center again, and things are going to start relaxing a little bit, and you'll start feeling a little bit better. Things are starting to go back. They'll start to go back to normal in 30 to 60 days.
And you might be thinking of doing another enterprise parallel to this one, but not exactly the same. What I'm getting is just hold off till the end of October, more like a 30-day spread between the end of October and the end of November.
Don't do it during the retrograde.
No.
What if it's already in the works?
Then you're probably going to end up having a lot of
I see
delays.
I-
Yeah, it's gonna go, but it's gonna go slower than it would normally go.
Well, it's already been a slow process. It's been months in the works.
Yeah, but I see it a slow starter, but eventually successful.
So hold off on the launch until after the retrogrades?
Yes.
You gotta be kidding.
Well, get all your ducks in a row. Get everything you could possibly do to be off and running when it happens. You can try starting it, but you're still gonna run into a lot of obstacles and delays.
So when's October, November, you said?
Yeah, between the end of October and the end of November.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so again, try to get what you can done and do everything you possibly can to get it. And then, like I said, you can go ahead and try starting it, but it's going to be slower than you want.
So this other enterprise is going to be successful?
Very, very highly successful.
Yeah. It'll be slow to begin, so don't give up on it. But you're gonna get. They say you're gonna get help. You know, whether it be the angels or some kind of angel investor maybe,
all of
or you know, something's gonna come in and help push you forward.
Yes.
Yeah, I got something going on.
Good.
Good.
Yeah. So what's going to happen when things are going to get back to normal? So what's normal mean? Meaning that like regular customers or?
I'm seeing regular customers, returning customers, older customers, and their generations that follow. So maybe their kids, their neighbors, newer friends. So you're going to be building up this network because that's what they showed
Yeah,
me.
I see, like branching out like a tree, and you know, word of mouth and different things, and it's going to grow.
Yeah, because your reputation precedes you. So that's what's going to give it the go. That's going to be the rocket fuel.
Mm-hmm. And again, I see somebody coming in and helping you. Someone a little more unexpected than what you think.
Unexpected help.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, and well needed.
And
You'd be like hanging on that cliff, thinking, oh, is it gonna finally go? How's it gonna go? And then someone's gonna reach their hand down and pull you up.
All right. Thank you. That's promising and hopeful.
Good.
Yes.
Yes. Only pray for the best for you.
Thank you. And now Deborah has a question. Yes, Deborah.
Do I have to have a question?
No.
Question. We could just pull a card for you.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, so for you as well, changes, but smaller changes, changes that you can actually participate in. You are not as resistant as you were about 6 to 8 months ago to any kind of change.
When I ask a question, it's just open card.
You did not want to do any kind of change all of a sudden. It was more of an emotional standoff because you were tired of just surprises, and they weren't the nice kind of surprises either, but they were starting to affect your health. So you took that time to actually just revitalize yourself. You have to keep it consistent though. From what I'm looking at the card here, there's going to be, I'm getting another gentleman that's going to help you spiritually to ascend a few more levels. The frequency, his frequency is going to be much, much greater. I don't get the gentleman is living. It's getting something more of an angel, male angelic energy. So you've been hoping for this kind of godsend. Literally, it's a godsend, and all you need to do is ask. One of our biggest challenges as light workers is we don't like to ask because we think we can just figure it out all on our own. So that's a challenge that you're learning how to surpass from a very young age, even now. It's becoming less difficult for you to vocalize what you actually are in need of.
Can you tell me what I'm seeing? I have all these energies around me, and I know I see them and feel them. They seem like they're from different centuries by their clothing, and it's just very strange. My third eye is open, but it's not like I'm psychic.
You're bringing in a lot of different energies and a lot of past life things. You will eventually open up to that. The male energy that I was just seeing is a very proper dressed person with very proper manners. It's not a past life of yours, but it's someone who helps you, and it comes to you sporadically, but once in a while to help assist you in things that are that you need answers to.
Yeah, it's not part of your soul path, but it is within the same frequency, because now you've started to ascend, you've started to open up. You mentioned your third eye, so as soon as that starts opening up even more, you start getting a fuller view, a panoramic view pretty much of the energy fields around you.
I wake up at night and there's sparkles all over my room, and I see like a shadow of a cat go by, and then
yeah, and you're gonna get even more pictures, and we're letting you know, we're not trying to scare you, but that's normally how it happens. It's like being blind one moment, and then all of a sudden you see all the different colors, all the different energies. A great movie that wasn't a really big hit, but The Celestine Prophecy is a great example. They talk about energies and stuff. I love the movie.
The book is actually better than the movie, I think. I read the book.
I did both, yeah.
Yeah, and it's an amazing book because it tends to go along with what's going on in your life at the time. It's like you're living the different chapters. It's like it's almost like a how-to.
Yeah.
It's so strange how that works, and I've heard that from other people.
Okay, and I'm trying to publish a book on dreams. Do you see that happening?
You'll struggle a little bit with it. It's the matter of finding the right place to publish it.
Yeah.
That it's going to be difficult to find the right person to help you.
But the money will be made enough for you to start doing other more how-to manuals versus an actual just one book, one general book to talk about. Because you're still discovering your voice. That's the other thing you've had a lot of trouble with. But up until this year, right around COVID time, it's like a light bulb came on.
Yeah. And they want you to think more outside the box and don't go with what you would consider a traditional publisher.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck to you.
Yes.
Send us a signed copy.
Yeah.
I love that.
I hope I'll see you again here.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, coming back.
Good. Are you guys in Florida?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're in Orlando.
Okay. Excellent.
Anybody else out there, Sheri?
I don't know if Christina's still here. She's been quiet unless her computer's just here. On. Is Christina here or she's just logged in? We haven't heard from her. I think you gave a reading to everybody that's here at this point.
All righty.
Yeah. Okay. So
Well, we're glad we were able to answer
Not
some
so
questions
much.
for people, and yeah, we had a lot of fun today.
Thank
we
you,
get to talk
Sheri.
all these different things, you know, and we're going to work on the cryptozoologist one for you. Maybe we'll do that next week.
Did Donna get a reading? Did you pull a card for her?
No. Well, I saw Donna
Donna
appear
was
and
one
then
of the first ones
disappeared.
that asked about a question, but she never popped back up. Is she here? No.
She just popped in just a little bit.
The voice of God is coming.
She is in her room, I think, with someone.
Okay.
Sorry, she's on 2 devices, which one device shows that she's here, but she's not.
Okay. Well, we'll be more than happy to answer her question next week if she's coming back. So.
2 weeks from now, 26th.
Okay. All right. If you want, we could do if this is getting recorded,
Yes, it's recorded.
we could just pull a blind card for her.
I'm an old-time fan of John Keel, so I'm interested in
The
hearing,
Mothman.
you know,
prophecies.
Ooh,
cryptids.
Mothman prophecies. Okay.
You
Yeah.
remember him?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. Big on the Mothman.
Yeah, so let's
Yeah.
talk Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, all that good.
We'll cover
It'll be a good,
Chupacabra.
It'll be a
all
good
sorts of fun
buffet of
ones.
superstition.
Yeah. Bigfoot.
Well, we're coming into Halloween, so don't forget, save some talk for October too.
Oh, we will.
Ah, yes.
Patty can
What
talk.
would be interesting to delve into is that there are all kinds of Yeti
Yep.
and
Oh, yeah.
and different Sasquatch in
Mhm.
different locations.
Yep.
To tie it all together for us would be helpful.
Yes, we can do that. Yeah, we're
Thank
very
you.
familiar with that, most definitely, and a lot of things on some of them are extraterrestrials and some of them are ancient things coming back up from the core of the earth. So yeah, we love talking about that stuff.
Well,
We
you guys
definitely-
know that you can share your screen, if you ever have anything that you want to share.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you
Like
find
the
research,
pictures of them. Of course, they're not photographs, but they're artist renditions.
Yeah, we'll have to see what we could show our tablet like we did that one time. I'm not sure how we would share a picture
It's
yet.
okay, we can share screen.
Oh,
it's
okay.
called share screen on
Okay.
Weeks
He knows.
on your tablet. Yeah.
Yeah, my IT person will know.
Yeah, you could even do a PowerPoint if you wanted to.
Woo! My favorite. I'm a little bit rusty, but I'll be unrusty.
Yeah. We'll do that next week.
It could be fun. I would love to see what pictures you guys come up with.
Yeah.
Maybe dress up as the abominable snowman. And
Oh
stuff.
goodness, look at you girls. Okay. That's not Halloween yet.
and if you could tell by our 1 minute video, you never know what we're going to do.
It's okay. I look forward to your videos. It's hilarious. I'm like, these girls,
Thanks. Wait till you see us at Halloween. Ah.
I know. Yeah, can't wait. Well, thank you everybody who's still here. Thank you for participating.
Yes.
It'd
Thank
be
you all.
great to have a Halloween party here.
Yeah, that would be a hoot.
Definitely.
Yeah. We'll drag out our costumes, and I love doing Halloween makeup. So
We need to pick a couple of dates in October for our
yeah, we could have some fun.
Halloween is on a Saturday.
Oh, okay.
All right, everybody. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you for participating. If you enjoyed this event, we do appreciate love donations, and it's a bit.ly account, bit.ly/love donations. And that's it. I thank Alexandria. I thank Vicky for managing the back end. I thank all the practitioners, vendors that participated today with the PsyChicks. We got Michelle, Paula, Donna Reyna, Diane, Roy, and Deborah. And I think I got everybody. And thank you for everybody who returned again today. If you're watching this on replay, like, share, comment, subscribe. And looking forward to this. See you guys in 2 weeks on the 26th. Namaste. Be safe.